I'm so sorry about that, you guys. I accidentally unplugged the power strip. Jesus, I'm so sorry. So sorry about that. Holy shit, I'm so sorry. So sorry about that. I accidentally unplugged the power strip. Yeah, anyway, we're back. Not done yet. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, sorry, I have to get things situated. Every single time I start a YouTube stream, I have to change the settings manually and open up the chat. Like, YouTube's a little annoying. There's no permanent, like, chat. It does, I guess, you know, it's easier for YouTube to moderate. Like, basically, on Twitch, you have a permanent home for all your chatters. It's like a permanent chat room. But on YouTube, you have to have a new chat every time. I guess it has its, you know, I guess it has its advantages too. Because then it's like, it's isolated just to that stream, and I don't know. Hey, what's up, Average Joe? How you doing? Drawing is looking really good. I mean, it is what it is. I don't really know what I'm drawing. I just don't even know what it is. That's kind of like basically what my drawings end up being. They're just like, they look interesting, but like, what are they? I want to be able to like draw something that is very clearly something. That's my target. Like, I want to bring this technique and my style and all that to something where it's like somebody can clearly look at it and know what it is. Or at least like generally, like, everyone's gonna have different opinions over what something is, but like, you know, it's gonna look like something. Like, this almost looks like a close-up, like mech or something. Like a Gundam. Like, there's the head, right? Like, it's kind of like a visor thing, and then there's like the indication of like, they are unique. Yeah, I'm just trying to learn like basic. I'm trying to just like make sure that I'm getting the pencil to paper and just like slowly like figuring things out. Face is kind of familiar. You saw you in a video game? What? You saw me in a video game? What the hell? How's that possible? It's not possible. Why not, you stupid bastard? Why not? Why not? Yeah, we're just making marks on the page, figuring out where it leads us, and hopefully I learn a little bit about hopefully I develop a little bit of technique along the way. You gotta learn by doing. I'm not gonna learn just by reading some book or watching 100,000 YouTube videos. Okay, like, I'm gonna learn by actually putting pencil to paper. You know, no matter how many quality videos you have, like, nothing is going to equate to actually doing the thing. Even if you're not doing the most ideal, perfect training, at least you're doing something and you're gonna get there. Could be my style. You like my style? Kind of reminds me of like Xenogears. Like especially like in Xenogears, they do a lot of the things with the big giant wings. Well, they do that in Gundam too, but like just like the whole like giant wings coming out of the back that are like jet thruster kind of wings. I kind of like mecha, like mech type sci-fi drawings. It's kind of like, it seems to be what I'm focused on right now. I mean, it's emerging. You can barely indicate, like there's barely any indication that that's what it is, but it seems like that's what I'm trying to do. So maybe I should just follow it, see where it takes me. I'm not gonna try to force it out. I'm just gonna like kind of like, hey, like this is like where things are. I'm gonna kind of have like the general direction, but I'm not gonna like force it. I'm not qualified. I need more skill to be able to deliberately do it. So instead I'm not gonna try to force it. I'm kind of, you know, forcing. I'm just gonna like let it happen. And then eventually, I'm going to be able to direct it more and more and more. It's going to be iterative over time. It's not going to happen all at once. Like this one, this session today seemed a little bit more deliberate. Than the last one. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Also, we need a new poll. There we go. We got a new poll up for you guys. Mario or Sonic? Mario of Sonic? I accidentally typed of instead of R. Mario of Sonic? Mario or Sonic? Make sure to get your votes out. You like Sonic? I found that I played Sonic more than Mario. Seemed to be my go-to. That and Tony Hawk Pro Skaters. What about you? What's your favorite? Sonic the Hedgehog was my absolutely first video game ever, but Mario was the one that was like my bread and butter when I was like a toddler. Mega Man became my #1 favorite for a long time. Crash Bandicoot was it then a thing? If we're talking about platformers, Tony Hawk's not a platformer, so Rayman, I never actually got to play Rayman. Mario's winning 50% by a long shot. Well, we only got 2 votes in, so we got 1 vote for Mario, 1 vote for Sonic, no love for Rayman. Everyone loves Rayman. Crash Bandicoot was a huge one, especially Crash Bandicoot 2. And then Crash Bandicoot 3, Crash Warped. That one was a huge one. I did all the time trials in that one. Sonic Adventure, like the whole Sonic series, I love all of them, like honestly. I would say Sonic and like Crash Bandicoot and like Mega Man, more so than Mario. I didn't play every single Mario game. I never even played N64 version. Mario 64, I have never finished that game. I know it's kind of blasphemy, especially people among my age, but I never finished Mario 64. I did finish Banjo-Kazooie though, and I got the secret ending. That was like a teaser of Banjo-Tooie. Spyro! Yeah, Spyro the Dragon. Okay, we're gonna work on this like kind of area here for a bit. Let me just get some more of faint lines that are indicating some of the perspective and depth and such, but where we're gonna start making outlines. But other than that, we get started on that upper area. Mech vibes, yeah, for real. Transformer. Sonic at 67%. Yeah, we're getting like kind of far along on this one. I mean, definitely not a finished product, but it's like a first draft. My favorite anime? He the Metal Idol. That's probably like one of my favorites, but probably like the most formative for me. Like it was like insane. Like this girl who's trying to become a real girl. It's like a Pinocchio story, but anime version, so it's very sick and twisted. It's a very sick and twisted anime, but I really, it's a very psychological, like, kind of thriller. It's like a Pinocchio story. She's trying to become a real girl. She needs 50,000 friends. And so she wants to become a pop idol. You love when I sit like this? Yeah, I'm like a little gremlin. Goblin mode activated. Called a deep squat. It's really good for you. Mario's winning with 40%. We got 5 votes in. Mario and Sonic are tied. 20% for Rayman. We got some love for Rayman in the poll. Let's go. These holders, do they go all the way through? Oh. They're definitely... No, it doesn't. Yeah, now it's like a Star Wars. pencil. Sword. Yeah, I gotta draw like it's a sword. You like gadgets and gadgets? Yeah, now this is like a pencil extender. That's like a super long pencil. I can do like... It's kind of fun. Using different like ways of drawing, like different ways of using the tools. It kind of makes you think differently. Like they can be used for like different purposes. Like especially being able to draw without my hand in the way. That's like a different kind of thing. Like I can see the entire picture without covering it with my hand by extending the pencil. I'll use one of these for that. It's like, somebody's gonna walk in on the stream and be like, what the hell is she doing with that pencil? What the hell? Like, what the hell's going on here? Yesterday that you put padding on your bra? Because I got big old puffy nipples, that's why. Yo, Alfax no printers gets it. You can see? You can't see on the stream. Yeah, we need some padding to be secure on stream. It's okay. We're gonna talk about stuff like that less and less. I have no, like, shame in my body. I love my body. Like, why do you think I went through everything I went through? I custom built my own body. Like, how can you hate something that you built yourself? Like, I, like, unlocked, like, beast mode. Okay, this is ridiculous. It's good to know I can do that, though. Like, if I really need to, like, extend a pencil, I can do it. What are you making? Whatever this is. We're making whatever this is. Drawing. Yeah, we're making a drawing. Welcome, Ramp Animation. Make sure to vote on the poll. Mario or Sonic? Make sure to vote for what you want to win. Right now, Sonic's at 50%. We got 14 votes in. Mario's at 29%. Rayman is actually, like, not doing so bad compared to Mario. But maybe we just got more votes on Sonic. Yeah, more people need to vote. Go out and vote. You got Sonic or Mario or Rayman. Any love for... Everybody loves Rayman. Drawing. You vote Rayman? Everybody loves Rayman. How long you been drawing for? Today? I don't know. It's been 42 minutes, but that was, before that, I was already drawing for, like, I think an hour. Maybe longer. I accidentally unplugged the power strip, and so I had to start the stream over. So I actually don't know how long I've been going. You have to look at that. I'd have to look at it later. Not really wanting to interrupt my flow right now, but Since you started acting, drawing? Oh, since I started drawing, I actually started drawing when I was like 3 years old. But I've never dedicated myself. I've done the thing, or I've had like multiple times in my life where I was like, I want to learn how to draw. There were multiple little like bursts. Like one of them was like, I watched cartoons as a kid. I wanted to draw cartoons. And then I got discouraged because it was hard. And I didn't really get any encouragement from my support. And then again, when I started watching anime, I watched Urusei Yatsura and Please Save My Earth, and Key the Metal Idol, obviously like Pokemon, and stuff, Sailor Moon. I loved, especially when I started reading manga, because I was like, whoa, I don't actually need to be like, you can make full, like extremely detailed art, which is black and white. And that really like impressed me. And I really wanted to become like an artist. But I wasn't really good at it, and I just kind of gave up. I have tried, when I was like homeless, I was like trying to study drafting, to be a concept artist. I did a lot of exercises. I was homeless, and I was in the homeless shelter. I was trying to find something that would get me out of homelessness. Nothing worked. I ended up just moving here with my dad, and now we're finally on the way. Like I said earlier, I have a developmental disorder. I'm permanently disabled. I'm physically capable, but I have other issues. But I'm connected to a whole bunch of like agencies. They're trying to find me a mentor home so I can have like a place to have transitionary housing, so I can have a safe place and a healthy place to live while I'm on wait lists for independent housing, like subsidized housing. And it sounds disrespectful, but I'd like to know what your pronouns are. She, her. It's not disrespectful to just ask somebody's pronouns. I think it's disrespectful. There's other things that are disrespectful, but that's not it. I kept on starting and stopping, and I think like now I've had so much momentum. Like I was explaining earlier, like for the past 2 years, I've been done with all my surgeries. I've had surgeries that I fought really hard for. It took me 5 years to get the surgeries I needed, and I had to fight tooth and nail to get them. And now that I know that it's possible to just, as long as you don't give up, you get something that's significantly closer, more aligned with what you need than not trying at all. Even if it's not perfect, it's better than nothing, right? Like, you could have tried and you might fail, but you can get back up and you can keep trying. If you just completely give up, well, now you made your chances 0. So it's like 0 is less than 1, right? You got to go from 0 to 1, and then you go from 1 to 2, and then maybe 2 to 4. You know, like, you got to start with 0, and then if you stay at 0, well, then don't be surprised when you don't get what you want. So it's like, I'm never going to not try it ever again. You will not convince me that I will fail at anything that I set my mind to, because I'm not too unrealistic. Plus, I have a very solid understanding of my capabilities, and I will never give up. If I am not capable, I will become capable. That's who I am. That's who I've always been. And I'm not going to let anybody slow me down anymore. I'm not going to let anyone hold me back from what I know I can become. Ever again. After I got those surgeries, it was GG. Like, never again is anybody going to convince me that I can't get what I need. And so I'm doing the same thing with like the housing situation. Now I have these agencies. Their full-time job is to help people like me to get into a healthier living situation. So, yeah, you get lazy sometimes. Everybody does, but you work around it. You work through it. You're like, hey, I'm going to get lazy. It's not laziness, it's rest. It's like, it's deep rest. You don't get depressed, you just need deep rest. I like how Jim Carrey was talking about that. When you have depression, it's your body telling you something. It's your body telling you that you've been pushing yourself beyond what you need, and you can't even function properly if you don't stop and slow down. You just keep grinding yourself into a pebble, but you were a boulder. Why are you letting yourself being grind down to a pebble? Like, let yourself rest. Laziness is our body telling us that we need to slow down. It might not, sometimes it goes a little too far, but, then we use willpower again. And we say, hey, our inertia is going to keep us from doing anything because we're in survival mode. But you kind of work around that, I think. Like, hey, plan that you're going to be lazy. Factor it in. Just make it a part of the plan. Making something out of your lives? Yeah, exactly. I think everybody can achieve something in the direction of what they need in life. Even if it's not perfect, like, I think a goal like, oh, I want to become rich and famous, that's too vague. But you can say, hey, I'm going to pursue a career in this thing that most people never succeed in. Well, you're one of the people trying. That's significantly better than the people who aren't trying and who are just crying about it. Right? You could say, oh, I'm just going to give up. Like, okay, well then live with that decision. If you can't live with it, then you need to not make that decision. If you can live with giving up, that's fine. But if you're not okay with it, then do something about it. Either shit or get off the pot. Right? When you're old, yeah, I'm 38. It is getting harder, but honestly, if you truly think about it, you're not really any better or worse off. Your body might start shutting down, but you can offset that. And I've seen people in their 60s and 70s way healthier than people my age. I've seen people out there like riding bikes for multiple hours a day, eating healthy. They're full of energy. They're like 70 years old. Like, I've seen it. I know what's possible. And so it's like, if you take care of your body, it pays dividends. It's the only thing you truly own is your mind and then your body. Sometimes you don't even own your body, but we don't need to get into that. That's more like political prisoner kind of thing. You always own your mind. And your mind is like, if you don't have control of your mind, what do you really have control over? Your body is not going to do anything if your mind is not situated in a place where it can tell your body what it needs to do. Yeah, that's the pressure. Oh, you mean the pressure of like responsibilities and like you need to, especially if you have kids. Well, sometimes people make decisions that are lifelong. I've made lifelong decisions. I got my surgeries. They were for the best. I don't say people who had kids, I don't think they would regret having kids. They brought people into this world. That's what they wanted. But you have to understand that came at a price. Like, you have to take care of those kids. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like, it's like literally you were responsible for their life. Even after they're adults. Like, you signed up for lifetime commitment by having kids. And if that's what you do, then you have to accept that that's what you signed up for. And it means you're gonna have to sacrifice other parts of your life. I don't think it's as bad as people might think it is. I think it's just like, you have to understand that you did make a sacrifice. But that sacrifice might not really matter much. Like, if you put in enough effort to have the life you want to live, you factor it in. You just factor it in. It's like a math equation. Just factor it in. If you're not willing to factor it in, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. But some people have kids because they change their mind later, but now they can't give it up. So, people make these decisions sometimes when they're as young as 14, 15, 16, and then they have lifelong repercussions from it, because it's not just them, it's actually a whole living sentient life form that they're responsible for, that they now have to take care of, even though they didn't want to have kids. But now things have changed. As soon as those kids are born, they're your responsibility, and it doesn't matter whether or not it was an accident, it doesn't matter whether or not you should have done it. It's a reality that you can never take back. And a lot of people do this all the time, and it's fine, but you have to accept that if you make decisions like that, you have basically closed the door on some other things. I don't think that you've closed the door as much as people think they do. But I mean, you do have to admit that it's going to be significantly more difficult to open those doors back up. I don't think it's impossible. People, and especially, at a certain point, your kids are independent. You can just wait. You can wait it out. That's an option. Like, take care of yourself, like, while you're waiting until they're ready to take care of themselves. And now you're going to be much older, and hopefully you did something that didn't let your body go. A lot of people just drink a lot of beer, eat a lot of, fast food and junk food, and then they're like 40, 50, and they realize they lost their body. And it's like, well, it's probably because you were just not taking care of your body because you gave up. And it's like, you have to accept that if you're not going to take care of your body, don't expect it to, don't expect it to be taken care of. It's not. I've seen a lot of people, because they have the responsibility of raising kids, they let other things go. And, I'm glad they're taking care of their kids, but I don't actually know if some of these people truly are. I'm getting a little bit too drama here. Let's tone it down on the drama. I'm sorry for bringing kind of a negative vibe here. I'm bringing some personal trauma into the chat. I'm sorry. Work so hard, get little pay. Yeah, but you know what? I'm doing my thing, and I can only wish for the best for other people. I'm gonna make my life work. I can't make other people's lives work. I can only show, like, what's possible. But it doesn't mean that if you do what I do, you're gonna succeed. It just means that, hey, it's possible. Sometimes that's enough. Just knowing something is possible can be life-changing. Even if you don't know exactly how it's going to work, you just know it's possible. Like that, you'll start opening doors for yourself. Understand how things work. Yeah, you have to understand how things work. That's a big deal. But, like, nobody really knows how things work. Everybody's kind of just winging it. And you just have to, like, kind of wing it with more confidence, I feel. Life is fucked up, bro. I wish it weren't, but that's just kind of how it is. But I think that it does pay off, for, sometimes. It has for me. I have already succeeded immensely in life. I got those surgeries that were not guaranteed. I'm in, like, the top 4% of trans people in the world. For being able to have gotten my surgeries, it had extremely success. Like, no complications. Super healthy, super happy, amazing results that I'm happy with. I'm never going to be able to go back, and that's a good thing. I'm like the top, like, 1% of trans people in the world for having been able to get what I got. Like that, I'm an extremely privileged person, but I earned it. I earned it. And I wish other people were able to earn it, but I can't do that for them. They're gonna have to do it for themselves, and I can only show them that it's possible. I have to like, pass the baton. It's their job, not mine. What are you actually aiming for? Well, I'm just learning how to draw, like, as a hobby. For also, like, mental health, like, it's kind of therapeutic. It's helping me regulate while I'm going through all these, difficult life problems. It's helping me, like, look at the bigger picture, pun not intended. Basically just going one mark at a time, focusing on the micro, but also focusing on the macro. Like, it's integrating every single thing I've learned about myself over the years, into a very deliberate practice. But also, I see myself being a model. I'm already getting paid as a model. I started last week. I'm a model for a college art class. I'm getting paid. It's like $30 an hour just to start. And I'm probably going to get my name out there. And I'm not trying to aim for any kind of community outreach, but who knows how many people are going to give me their business card. Or like more than that. Like, not just give me their business card, but like say, I want to work with you. And, like maybe the college will start finding opportunities for me. I don't know. I'm just going one step at a time. I'm learning the skills necessary to be a model, being in front of people naked, being still physically. Yeah, I'm physically fit enough to be able to hold difficult poses. I do like yoga and like Pilates and stuff. I'm a little out of shape, to be honest, but I'll get there. I'll get stronger. And honestly, they're not even asking me to do super advanced poses anyway. I'm just trying to I'm trying to challenge myself. That's more of a personal endeavor. They're not asking me to do anything difficult at all. They're basically kind of giving me control over what poses. You know, it might change as the semesters go, but basically, like I want to be a model. I also want to do porn. I want to be a porn star. I don't know how I'm going to make that happen, but that's the goal. I'm an actress. I'm a content creator. I'm an artist. I'm a musician. More than anything, I'm a human. I'm a human who wants to be the best version of myself that I possibly can. That is my fundamental identity. All the other things, musician, writer, I'm a writer as well. I'm writing a novel. I'm kind of significantly far along on it. I've been writing on it for like the past like 10 years, or 12 years actually, and I took a lot of breaks, just like with art. I get a whole bunch of energy and then I stop. And now what I'm learning about myself, ever since I got that surgery, my life will never be the same again. I will never just stop doing something just because it's difficult. I will push through. I will keep showing up. That's something that's new for me. I'm 38 years old. It's not too late. Like, you think it's too late, like I'm just getting started. Like, some people think it's too late to get started. But like, I'm just now figuring out skills that I wish I had when I was younger about not giving up. But now I'm finally unlocking those. You know, it's like a whole new tier of skills that I never could have imagined having. And it's like, I'm only going to get better from here. And there's people twice my age doing the career path I want to do, who are succeeding immensely. So people need to redefine what success is. I think a lot of people have a kind of perverted version of what success means, because I think they just don't understand reality. They think you're only successful if you're like super crazy Hollywood famous. Like, you know how many people are just like making a really comfortable, like more than comfortable living who are not famous at all? But they're famous in their circles. They have their own niche, right? I'm going to build my own niche and I'm going to succeed. I don't need to be super world famous. I don't need to be like Hollywood famous, right? I don't, you know, when I say porn star, you know, I might end up being an actual porn star, but it's more like in an idea, right? Like, I want to be a star in my own world to get the kind of success that I want, to be able to make a living and be comfortable, and be able to pursue the things that I really want to do, like writing my novel or pursuing art. A corn star? Yeah, exactly. I'm a performance artist. You know, I'm not just one thing. Life is a performance. From the day we're born, we're not really who we are. We're something that we're presenting to the world. Even when you're in private, sometimes we're performing for ourselves. It can get pretty deep. Like, people don't fully realize sometimes you're performing for yourself too, not just socially. Like, sometimes people don't even realize they're performing. Like, you're performing who you are. You're performing your identity. Everybody is. Now, it's not the same as being on stage or being on camera, but like, you are performing for yourself to convince yourself who you are. And I think, like, when you start to realize that that's what's going on, you start unlocking a lot of doors for yourself. You're like, wait a minute, I can be honest with myself. I don't need to perform as much. I don't need to pretend to be somebody I'm not. Sonic wins. Well, we're not done yet. Keep voting, Mike Hawk. You perform for no one, yet I am observed by You're observed by me. What are you talking about? I'm observing you right now. You're performing. You're performing for yourself. 21 votes. Sonic is winning. Rayman only 19%, but everyone loves Rayman. Yeah, keep voting, you guys. Keep voting. Yeah, I don't know. I try not to think too much about, like, oh, where are you gonna end up in 5 years? What are you gonna... It's like, you don't know what that's gonna be. I don't even know where I'm gonna be tomorrow. We can change in a, like, split second. Like, I could change everything about who I am right now. I'm not going to, but I mean, you kind of are. Like, in small ways. Every single moment you're changing. You might be changing more incrementally, but, like, I have like a kind of like a deep understanding of who I am and what kind of woman I want to be, and what I love about myself, what I love about my body, what I love about the, you know, who I am, and, like, you know, what matters to me. I've done a lot of shadow work, or whatever you want to call it. I've done a lot of work on myself. Some things that people never achieve in a lifetime, I've already achieved. It may not seem glamorous. It's very silent and personal. But I've achieved some things that even billionaires have not achieved. Being honest with myself, having personal spiritual fulfillment, and still going. Like, it's not, when you do it right, it's not like a finish line. It's like a starting line. I feel like when you're truly aligned with who you are, there is no end. You just keep going. And you surprise yourself every day. Oh, you like the hub? Well, that's good. There's a lot more where that came from. Trust me. We're just getting started. Those were tests. Do you understand? If people like them that much already, those were tests. That was to see, you know, dipping my toe in the water, seeing what I want to do. I had to do it in order to know it's what I wanted to do. That's good, she said. If you don't truly, like, become honest with yourself and, like, know that you need to know what your limits are, you need to know what actually provides value to you, because sometimes people lie to themselves. They say, I don't want to do this, and then they end up trying doing it, and it opens up their entire world to a possibility that they denied themselves. A lot of people who come out as trans or come out as gay, for example, or people who start drawing art. Like, you know, maybe you've avoided being an artist your whole life. You finally find, like, you get a sketch pad and you start drawing with a pencil, and you're like, where have you been all my life? And it's like you've been denying yourself for your whole entire life. It's so simple. It can happen in a split second. Like, it's a total life change when you finally know, like, who you are. And it's not like a finish line. It's like a starting line. Just a test. Exactly. Yeah, I'm going to be ramping up my content as soon as I can. I'm not going to slow down. Like, I am just getting started. Never been to draw anything. I feel like a chimpanzee. I mean, that's how I feel right now. But you know, you just put one mark on the page, and then you put another mark, and then you put another mark, and then maybe before you know it, something starts showing up that you never thought was possible. Just like in life. Put one foot in front of the other. Just keep going. Keep taking action. Stop sitting still. That's what's destroying your ambition. That's what's destroying your life. When you refuse to take action, you've already decided. That is an action. It's called inaction. It's probably the worst action you can take. Sometimes it's okay to... Sometimes you need, in order to survive, you need to stop and look at everything around you. Sometimes you might end up in the mental hospital because you ignored things your whole entire life. And then you go to the mental hospital and everything starts to make sense. You truly open up to yourself with honesty about who you are and what you've been avoiding. You thought you were okay. You're like, I don't need therapy. I don't need therapy. Well, you said you didn't need therapy for long enough. Now you're in a mental hospital, you know, banging your head against a wall. Right? Like, was it really working? Doesn't look like it. So then you adjust. You're saying like, hey, I need to stop lying to myself. Because keeping all that stuff in destroys us. And we're so convinced that it's not. We're so convinced that you're healthy because you don't have to see a therapist. That's your choice not to see a therapist. Because you're avoiding the hard work. And I'm not going to fault anyone for not doing hard work. But it's just like, don't be surprised when everything crashes down. You do something long enough, you can't really sustain it. At some point there's a critical mass, and sometimes you might not be able to get back up. And so you gotta be careful. Don't lie to yourself. That's like the worst thing you can do. It's okay if you're fine, but like truly assess whether or not you truly are fine, right? Like, are you fine? And you know, I'm not gonna argue with somebody. I'm not gonna get in their business, but like, you know, at the same time, I've seen it happen to people. It's happened to me. I avoided all my problems until it came crashing down. And, but you know, I rose from the ashes, and now things are starting to work out for me. Things really already did work out for me, honestly. And it's just a matter of time before some other things work out, and I'm gonna keep trusting myself that no matter what challenge comes my way, I'm gonna meet it head on. And I'm gonna keep fighting for a better life. Like, no matter what. I'm glad they work for you. Yeah, I mean, and you know, it's like I'm not trying to say I'm perfect or anything. I got a lot of problems. You research, observe, and draw for now. Try to draw with a reference. Yeah, I mean, right now I'm just trying to just kind of see where things go on my own without a reference. But a couple of days ago, a couple streams ago, we were trying to draw an orc from a thrall from World of Warcraft. So we did that. So I was working from a reference the other day. It's, I do different things. This is what we did yesterday. Here's Thrall. We worked from a reference on this one. Still confused at the drawing? Same. I'm pretty confused at the drawing too, but it's okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna live. We'll be fine. It's actually like, it's just an important step along the direction towards improvement. Yeah, we drew Thrall the best we could a couple days ago. This was yesterday. And this is also some other random doodles and stuff. This is some ballpoint stuff. Yeah, and we used a green ballpoint for Thrall. Yeah, here's one that I did. I posted this on the community tab. This was me like kind of making like a little small like kind of personal journal entry about drawing and art and stuff like that. Then I kind of just working with negative space there. This one's a little interesting. This was me experimenting with ballpoint color over here. And then also just doing different ballpoint shading techniques. The page in Death Note. Sakujo! 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 Kira! Kira! This is me learning some kind of ballpoint, a specific kind of ballpoint shading technique. Trying to get like an oil painting like consistency with ballpoint. It's like a goal of mine. I don't know if I'm gonna get there, but it's apparently possible. Just takes extreme like meticulous shading. I think it's a good goal to have. Yeah, so, you know, we got some stuff. I keep on just putting one pencil mark in front of the other, you know? You done plenty? Sonic is winning, 43%. Artistic outlet. Working out is art. You're sculpting your body. Your body is art. Do you understand? Like, it might not be apparent right now, but if you sculpt your body with going to the gym, working out, you are forming your body into art. Like, you are building something that most people never build. You're paying attention to what your body does and like how it works, and it carries over in every area of your life. Dumpster fire? Yeah, I mean, you just take one step at a time. It's no matter where you are where you are. And you just take one step from that. You are not failing. You are not losing. You are where you are, and you can only move from there. So you are where you are. I think I'm gonna have to take a break. Oh man. Yeah, it's pretty good, I think, so far. Doing the best I can with this, but you know, I'm liking where it's going. Yeah. What do you guys think? And looks like Sonic won. We got 25 votes for that. Sonic won with 44%, Mario is 32%, and Rayman with 24%. Sorry, Mario. Sorry, Rayman. Sonic wins. Sonic boom! Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll be right back. Just a second. Okay, chat. You guys behaving yourself? Okay. Wow, I think we had some good progress today. I really like what I got. You know, this is something, right? Like, we got something. Whatever it's worth. I learned something, I think. I think I'm getting a little bit better each time. We're just making one step in front of the other. Just making one mark on the page and then another mark on the page. And we're just going to keep this up. A minimum of 20 minutes of drawing per day. In whatever capacity I can. Whatever tool it feels right. Whatever. I'm just going to keep showing up. You know? Just like farming gold in World of Warcraft. You got to show up, do those quests, skin those monsters, sell vendor stuff, auction house stuff. Like, just keep making that gold. You know, it's just like in real life. You want to learn how to draw? Keep drawing. Right? You're not going to be able to do it by not drawing. You have to do it by drawing. So it's like, I'm not going to farm gold on World of Warcraft if I don't even log in. So why would anything else in life be like that? You gotta show up. And that's what we're doing. Anyway, hope you guys like the stream. I had a good time. We had some fun. I think we got some good progress. We had some good talks. But I gotta head out. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for subscribing on YouTube. Thanks for following me on Twitch. Thanks for hanging out in the chat. And, you know, make sure to follow me on my socials. Yeah, you can follow my link tree, rebeccaloran. REBECCALORAN. Yeah, anyway. See ya, chat. Bye-bye.